As Ripple continues to have new partnerships, is a new XRP rally coming? Or is the downtrend going to continue? In this video, we're going to go over a few things. Currency.com recently listed XRP. So also, we're going to have a look at the daily chart and open up a trade. So today, we're going to cover a few things. One, I'll do a quick briefing on XRP and Ripple. Two, don't forget, support the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. And three, we're going to have a look at the daily chart and open up a trade. So since Ripple has been in the spotlight the past few years, it's been the topic of majority of crypto and blockchain conversations. There's been a lot of opinions if it's a security, since Ripple is the company and XRP is the token they use. There's been a lot of crazy predictions from $0 all the way to $1,000. Also, is it the preferred investment for retail investors over Bitcoin because it appears to be cheaper? But one thing for sure, the transaction times for XRP compared to Bitcoin are way faster. If you have a look here at the chart since 2017, you can see it's down nearly 95% from all-time high with a few spikes up. So having those fast transaction times and cross-border payments competing with banks and other payment services, that for sure has an advantage and is helping Ripple move business forward. Moves the business forward, but it also makes you think, since the price is so low for XRP right now, is this creating a demand? Or maybe are all these partners just getting in at a cheap price? They partnered with Moneygram to have XRP used in their payment services. And also they've partnered with various banks across the world. So when you think long term, all these partnerships can help Ripple have that road to really reach the adoption that they need. But the downside right now with the current state of the market, in order for them to continue to have these partnerships, then they have to sell part of their XRP. So that comes with the effect of no buy pressure and no volume, and it makes the price go down. Let's come up with a scenario, have a look at the daily chart, and open a trade. Let's get this. Let's get this crypto. So, as you can see, Ripple now on Currency.com. I've been waiting for this for a while. I really didn't want to trade it anywhere else, so just waited patiently, and now it's listed here. So pretty stoked about that. So we got Ripple daily chart. We're gonna have a look at it. I really think something here is forming for a possible rally. So my goal here is I'm going to come up with a bullish and a bearish scenario. And after that, I'll decide which route I want to go, and I'll open up a trade. Ripple daily chart. Let's look all the way back to... So right now we're looking all the way back pretty much to the whole chart, the whole daily chart for Ripple. Started off at these very low prices, 1 cent, less than a cent. This is when crypto started gaining that little mainstream adoption that came along in 2017. And this is when we just mooned way up there. And now we're all the way down. This was right about $3.30 for Ripple, which is insane compared to the price right now at 19 cents. So you would imagine, oh, maybe it'll go up. Or you can think, oh, this is going to zero. So there's two ways it can play. There's two ways this can play out realistically. Like no one can really predict that which way will play out. But you can't come up with a scenario and have a position on where do you think the market is going. So right now I'll look all the way back. Let's go roughly a year, June 27. We'll go back to this spike up here. So I'll put that trend line up. We have two prices here. One right up there, the first one. Around 50 cents was that spike. We're down here. February 14, 2020, which the year was starting off pretty strong. Despite the coronavirus news that came after. and the peak we had this year was around 34 cents, and right now about 19 cents. And the low so far this year went all the way down close to 10 cents. And since then, we've just been trending up for a straight month now. What I would be looking at in a scenario that we keep rallying is this area right around here is where will be a heavy resistance. So I can expect price to play around and make its way up there. Or another thing that can happen is price can play around, try to make its way up there, double bottom, and then bounce up and form a new low right down here. That's another case that can happen, which is also not out of the books, because if you look at the trend line, sometimes we do have those big slopes down like in here, and which can also happen right in here, and we'll have a big slope down. So I got both the trend lines here. As you can see, the trend is clearly down from the highs from this year, and it's rallied from the lows so far, but right now it's sitting right in the middle of that trend line. So it's at a critical point where if it keeps going, it's going to rally for quite a bit. But if it gets rejected anytime soon, it's probably going to come down to that support in the trend line and have another rally to that same resistance that it got rejected at the first time. So I'm going to mark out the two price points and then jump into a trade and pick which one I'm going to use as my stop loss and which one will be my target. This range here is another price range to watch, and also this one that I have marked above. The resistance on top is roughly around 25 cents. The support on the bottom is roughly right here around 8 cents. So I got both my trend lines here for the current trend. The current trend is clearly up. So I think I'm going to be leaning towards a long position here. I'm going to get in roughly here at today's price, close to 19 cents. Okay, so let me just clean this up a little bit. So we got stop loss here, entry here, and then up here we have our target price or take profit. Okay, and then we have our bullish, bearish. I'll undo that one. We're going to go into a long position here. Keep in mind, this is a demo account. Initially, I was thinking to put my stop loss down here in case of a double bottom, but I'll move it up, put it a bit tighter, and I'll keep my target price at the same spot. So to open a position on the currency platform is pretty simple. You either click sell for short, buy for long. In this case, we're going to be clicking buy. So the amount to buy, I'm going to use about 1 Bitcoin and 20 times leverage using my BTC wallet. So my stop loss, put it right below this daily that came down and then had a bullish reversal. 17.24 is where I'll aim at. I would use a normal stop loss at a price level 17.24. And then my take profit, we're going to do it right up top of this trend line. Right now, for now, I'll just put it at 28. So there's a chance that this position will get stopped out. But this is a demo account, and I'm not here to show you which trades to get into. I'm more showing you the scenarios and how to use the Currency.com platform. So we're going to click buy and get in this position. So we just opened a long position on Ripple to the US dollar using about 1 Bitcoin, 20 times leverage at about 19 cents. Keep in mind, I am using a demo account. You can sign up for one too, or a live account on Currency.com. And once again, if you enjoyed, don't forget, hit the like, subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll be following up more in my next videos. It's John with Currency.com.